I'm vaping on my Silver Bullet at 6 volts on an Addy that's coming close to 2 months old. It ran almost 3 weeks on a 3.7 volts. Now it's over a month and a week on 6 volts. And this is the reason I like 6 volt vaping. I can really stretch out the Addy life. Now, when I am vaping at 6 volts, I can't seem to keep any cart wet enough. It ends up being dry and harsh, and I hate that harsh, raspy feeling in the back of my throat much more than a throat hit. It hurts when I run my cart dry at 6 volts. Zero foam mod is the closest I've come to being able to get any real cart that'll work at 6 volts. So I've opted for T-tips and direct dripping. Now the Silver Bullet is a wonderful device. I love it. But because there is no recess up on the top, and I like to direct drip so that I almost flood the Addy. When I direct drip, I drop in enough drops. I make this Green Cow from Platinum Ice Kit. I drop in 3 or 4 drops, and after a while, you'll see that the drops actually pool around the base of the Addy. You can see them starting to come out there. The little vent holes actually leak fluid around, and it's not a problem because as that fluid leaks around, you can kind of see it right there. And I know that it's not going to be harsh and dry. It's not going to be low on fluid. And then I just simply vape it. And when I do that, I can see the fluid that's pooled around the Addy suck back up into the atomizer. And I almost keep my carts perpetually flooded. At 6 volts, flooding a cart's not a problem for me. No fluid's getting into my mouth because I have the T-tip. And I always have a nice wet Addy. I also go in there and I tear out the bridges. I take out the little foam plug underneath the bridge. I don't even have a bridge, so I don't have to worry about any of those things being harsh. And I just simply am vaping the juice that's in the well. And as it runs over, I know that it's plenty of juice in there, and as I vape it in, it goes away. But that's great when I'm sitting at home and I can sit my Silver Bullet down on the table and stand it upright. But if I'm in my car or I'm out and about and it goes on its side, I end up with a very slimy Silver Bullet. And I'm constantly wiping it down because there's nothing to retain the overflow. So I got this idea for a mod. I'm gonna do it. I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna do it real quick and we're gonna see how it works out. So part 2 coming up. I've now taken some high quality silicone and some zinc washers. And silicone to the top of the Silver Bullet is zinc washer, which creates a well. And as the fluid now builds up in the well, it doesn't leak down the side of the Silver Bullet. And then as I vape it back in, you can see that the well is now dry again. So being silver, it kind of matches the aesthetics of the Silver Bullet. It hasn't done anything permanent. I can take it back off and just peel away the silicone. It won't scratch it or mar it. It's not like I JB welded it on there. And I've created myself a little well. Since I'm a primary dripper with this device, I think this is going to work out well for me.